Welcome back to WTT Trading Talks. Today's guest, who brings a unique blend of creativity and strategy to the trading scene. He's a DJ, content creator, rising voice in WTT network. He's proving that there is not only one path to success in trading. In just over a year, he stepped into the role of introducing broker with MNX by combining his music, content, and financial markets. He's reshaping how trading is seen by the next generation. Creative, relatable, and bold. Let's welcome the one and only, Mr. Aidil.
Thank you. Thank you
Welcome.
so much for having me.
We're happy to be here.
Pretty excited though.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So yeah, my name is Aidil and yeah, I'm from Singapore, sunny Singapore. Again, yeah, thank you so much for that awesome introduction. Like, I've never thought that I'll be introduced that way, but it's really what it is, a content creator and also someone who have just been in this industry for, less than a year. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I have to mention that you have a unique energy. We are seeing this from your videos.
Okay. It's just another side of me. I'm not always like this. Sometimes you have this other character whereby when the camera starts rolling, you just like ready go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but that's how that's how the energy is. Whenever when I do content creation.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's amazing. And I know that you're a father of two.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm being less.
So, playful with them?
Of course, always. I think this is the only time whereby I can only spend good time with them when they are at a younger age, and it's always happy. I'm always happy to see them being very comfortable with me and also with my wife. Yeah, and yeah, it's not that easy, but it's cool. I'm enjoying the fatherhood. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's start with our questions.
Sure. Let's go.
You started as a DJ and a content creator. What sparked your interest in trading, and how did you first get involved in this space?
Right. Oh, that's a very interesting question to start off with. Of course, content creation. I am and have been on social media. Basically more on TikTok and on Instagram. So, and I have been working as a video producer in the day, and I am a DJ at night. So I was just telling myself, as I grow older, right? And wanting to spend more time with the kids, what are the other things that I can actually do? So I was scrolling along, and then I had a friend who is into trading for I think X number of years. I'm not really sure, but I think he should be super experienced. And I saw him trade, as the usual trading stuff. You get to see profits, you get to see people earning money. So I was telling myself, like, initially I was very skeptical about it, but it's because he's a friend. So I then just like texted him like, hey, you know what? Maybe I want to try trading.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean it's worth a try though. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. So at least I've tried. So he actually told me like, hey, you know what? You just come over to my place. I'll just teach you a few stuff. And if you are comfortable, if you are good with starting trading, so you can just carry on from there. So I was like, okay. So I went down to his place. I took some time to go over to his place and learned a few things. It's not as easy as it seems, right? And so I told myself like, you know what? Then I asked him like, is this actually really possible? So he said like, no, it all depends on you. It's not me. It really depends on you. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's give it a shot. So I put my first 100 USD in, and at that time there was another 100% bonus, so total of 200 USD as equity. And he knows that I am into social media, so he was like, hey, you know what, dude? Let's partner up, okay? And you can also earn while trading and bringing in more people to your team or into our network. So I was like, hey, it's a win-win situation. I have the social networks. I do a lot of content creation. So I was like, you know what? Let me try. And then if this is something that I would want to do, then I will do a content about it. So things went pretty fine, pretty fine. So I had my wins, I had my loss. So I thought, like, you know what, it's time for me to go into the social media network with trading. So then I just tried and tried, and God knows how fast it took to have a few members inside the team after a certain content. Then then I started. That's how I actually started being an introducing broker. And it's because I felt that it is possible. I'm not saying that it's 100% you are going to profit and stuff, but it is a possible journey. So that's where I told myself, you know what, let's put in a bit more effort into this industry and see where it takes me. So yeah, so that's how I started being an introducing broker. Initially wasn't with Monexa. It was with Company X. But yeah, of course, with the results that I show, I was being brought up by my so-called current very, very good friend, like a partner also. So he was the one who introduces me to Monexa. And yeah, we started from there. He gave me that opportunity, and then boom, then
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. In just over a year, you became an IB with MNX and built strong presence. What has the journey been like, and what helped you to grow so quickly?
Right. Okay. So basically it comes back to social media. I think everything now that we do, it's based on marketing, on how we create that content. And it has been a pretty interesting journey. I've also, for me as a content creator, I will also look at references. So there's so many traders in the world, or maybe so many traders in Singapore and in Malaysia. And I think there are a few ways that you can create content. Like, one is basically just showing profits or how you trade. Two, by showing money and luxury cars. And three is by knowledge. Okay, so I've been like thinking about it as like, um, what is the actual thing that actually made me step into this industry is the freedom of time. The time spent with family, it's super important to me, especially now with this with my two kids. So that's how I actually promoted trading. So I shared with them, like, I don't go for the bigger wins. Like, I don't show them like, oh no, you're gonna get like 2,000-3,000 USD in one trade, and that kind of stuff. I show, like, the one that got me going was showing how possible it is to get 50 USD daily. It's a small amount and it's a small win.
What causes that?
Yeah. You just have to be pretty consistent. I'm not saying that it's super easy to get 50 USD daily, okay, but it's possible with so much discipline, so much more on I think mostly on the discipline and emotion part, because I tell this to my guys a lot of times, like, in trading, 30% is your knowledge, 70% is just your emotion. You're just fighting with yourself. Yeah, um so that's where we for me, and my viewers, it's a target that is easily or people can relate to a 50 USD. Like someone who just start into the industry, of course they do not want to invest, like, okay, you know what, I have 10,000. I mean, if you have 10,000 to start, then that's
Some
a
people
good.
with this mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah, and some would just like, you know what, and I shared this inside my content also as well, like, you know I just put a small amount, 100 USD in, and just take that as an investment to see if this is for you. Yeah, so I shared with my viewers also as well, like on how I what are the emotions that I actually go through putting my first 100 USD and trying to understand where this will actually bring me. Yeah, so I came up with that kind of content, like, my daily uh my daily routine, when the time I wake up and to the time, I head to work. I mean, that is something most people in Singapore especially we are doing. Most of us who do not want to invest straight away, like being a full-time trader, you would just do this at the side. So 50 USD, it's something people will say like, okay, it may be an easy achievable target, rather than just telling people like, you know what, you can earn 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 USD a day. Like, it is possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible. Okay,
Not for us.
yeah, but it's not for everyone, especially being someone who is new inside this industry. And again, I will always get this backlash like, hey, you know what, I do, you just started, you haven't seen whatever it is that that we traders have been looking at. But I'm not telling people to trade. I'm sharing my story, my story on how I started. You know, on the day where I started to invest that 100 USD until today, where I have a comfortable start of 500 USD. So if I am able to start with a 500 USD, I'm super comfortable. Yeah, I don't have that anxiety when I start with that 100 USD. So yeah, so I mean, content creation um really purely comes from the heart. So that's where I actually put a lot of effort in that space, and which hopefully many can relate to. So that's the reason why I think I start to get leads, whereby they say like, you know what, ideally, I'm so touched with your story. I would want to venture into this, because this is something that I would want to earn also 50 USD a day. So yeah. So then it's a journey lah. I still have that video um on my social media profile, the first time when I started trading until today. Yeah. So it's a journal.
I'm hoping that you'll be influencing more people through your content.
Hopefully.
You bring unique and creative vibe to creating content. How do you balance the fun side of your brand while educating and guiding your audience?
How do I balance the fun side? Yeah, I mean, just to be honest, trading isn't like very it's not a fun thing. It's I mean, it's fun in a good way. If you're looking at the positive side, it's just cheap thrills, getting yourself excited. Getting like, especially when the market starts to be volatile, and then so many emotions go through at one time, whereby I start telling those who actually, their first day registered, who registered with me. I tell them like, you guys are going to actually be talking to your phones. And so these are all the the, the mental side of things. You guys will be talking to your phones, like, please, can you please go up, please, or please can you actually go down, or there will be a time where you would just like turn the phone around and say, please go down. I mean, this is something I will only share when someone who starts registering with me, um but just in a very positive way, like, just to tell them, like, especially when there's a point where I will always give my signals. The group, the telegram group that I'm in, I will always open the comments. There's some like trading groups that I've been inside also as well. Like, they don't even open up their comments. You just take it whatever it is. This is the zone, this is the TP, this is the SL. There are so many questions that I have, like, on, can I still hold this trade, or if it's gonna hit the stop loss, is there a possible uh way of going of the charts going up, or you just cut it from there. So I think that interesting part or the fun part is talking to my team members while they are having this emotion. Yeah, so they would say, I did with it. Then I will like, show like gifs whereby, this guy will like, yeah, you just tell them like, breathe, guys, relax, If it's outside of the zone, don't layer anymore. Okay, I'm just there so that because I know exactly on how they would feel. So and now I've been given that opportunity to lead a team, and I do not want them to feel the same way on how I actually feel. So that's the reason why I open up my comments, and then, especially when there are times where the chat goes up, we collect it goes back down. So what do we do? Then some of the guys of course will be asking like, "Aidil, can we re-enter?" And this kind of thing. So these are the times where I feel like, and they are super comfortable with me is because I always there with them throughout the trip until I tell them to open, right, guys, I've collected, I've closed.
Amazing.
After that, if it's up to you, if you want to hold, you can, but always monitor or set break even. I think that's the most common thing that a signal provider or maybe someone who leads the team will share with your other team members who have not actually learned on how to read strategies on, because they are just basically in training that 70% of emotion, like how to discipline on how to layer, and there's always a reminder like, guys, when we go for a buy, make sure that we have more layers at the bottom. So this is the zone. It might not even hit the zone, but manage your risk. If you feel like fallouts is enough, then that's it. Take it. Small win is a win.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's the fun part. And that's where people start to get comfortable with me, and then I will start to throw gifs, especially when we are at the part where, I mean, me myself, I feel like, shit, oh shit, 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 is that like, but I cannot be that person in front of my team. So yeah,
You have to regulate your emotions
yeah,
more than that.
so I will just like put some funny gifs, trying to tell them like, guys, you know what, chill. If it hits, it hits. There is always a recovery after that. Okay, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, well, just wait.
Fair.
Patience. Yeah, yeah. So I think that is the fun side of things, and putting out fun, like to joke around with my guys, so that they feel comfortable. And I've been running this channel for about I think close to about 6 months now, and I still have my current guys who have been with me since day one. It's because they feel comfortable. They get to ask questions during the trip. Like some of them were like, "Aidil, why did you go for a buy?" Okay, let's talk about it. After when we close this trip, I will explain to you guys why we go for a buy, why we go for a sell. Yeah. So that's where they will also fill up that 30% of their knowledge, which I always mentioned to them. 30% knowledge, 70% is emotions. So you train the bigger side first while still upgrading your 30% to become that 2%, 3%. So that's why my group is called the 1% highs. Like we take things like slow and steady. You just to make sure like which one you give a priority on which one is more important. Like to me personally, the emotion part is really that important. So yeah, so that is actually the actual fun part, if you were to ask me. Is like, just even though it's in a very negative feeling that you're actually feeling, I feel like we shouldn't feel that way, and it motivates me also as well. So it calms me down. Like, okay, I didn't, you know what, you cannot be this way. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the pretty fun part where I think most people are very comfortable with me. Is, yeah, it's because of this.
Amazing. Copy trading has become quite popular lately. What is your take on it, and how do you think it can help beginner traders?
Right. Yeah, I mean, copy trading has been one of the things that I would want to do in the pipeline for my clients, but I am still at 50-50 currently right now. Like I want to do, but I don't. There's also a part of me that I do not want to do. Um, it's just like investing, right? Because this copy trading is like you open an account where I say like, let's say I'm starting with 200, so everybody starts with 200, and then whatever I click in automatics, starts to trade for others. But I feel it's good in a way whereby um beginners will also still have to. I still think manual trading is still important. Okay, but it's a good thing. So let's say for example, when let's put person A does manual trading but also does copy trading, and hopefully the copy trading account is profiting. So let's say for example, if the manual trading doesn't work, he will still have funds from the copy trading account to continue manual trading. So that's my thought of it. But I think the other side of the negative side of things is they don't learn. Yeah, they would just want to uh put in money, and yeah, that's it. No, I don't want to copy trade. I just see like maybe I find you uh profitable, so why not I just put in money, and why should I even learn trading? So that's the not fun part of it, whereby you just put money and invest. I mean, yeah, I mean that it's a good way, but I would rather do both simultaneously. So you get to know what I'm feeling when trading, and if let's say, for example, touch wood, if you lose out on a trade, you know that, oh, okay, because I have a copy trading account which is profitable, so I can just shift this amount out and continue manual trading. Because in the end, for me, my goal as someone who leads the team is also together with my partners group also as well. We feel like everybody should in the end be independent in trading and not be following signals all the way.
You want to influence people by teaching them something actually.
Yes, yes, currently yes. Yeah, as in because for me, my education part of things are not as strong as my partner. So my partner is the one that actually does more of the education part. So that's why we decided to just collaborate together and just work with one broker, which is Monexa, and you know try and help these people out, to be independent in trading. Yeah, so copy trading again, yes and no, still thinking about it. Um, but yeah, I think that's the good side of copy trading, and another side is you don't learn anything. You just wanna invest your money. Yeah.
You've been active in WTT network. How has being part of WTT supported your growth as a trader and a content creator?
First of all, I feel it is an opportunity for me to build my own personal brand. It's like my own personal resume in trading, because I believe that in trading we have different parts in life. Like the first one is getting yourself into trading, and then following signals, and then doing the education part. Or either one can switch with each other. And then for example, you have your own network. And then what's next? What's next? What's that? So um I believe this is a journey, and it is a very good opportunity. And I always believe opportunity sometimes don't come twice. When I was in Monexa, okay, I'm very close with the business directors also as well. So one of them is Elaine, one of them is Brandon. So Brandon had this opportunity and say like, Aidil, we've seen your performance in Monexa. We feel like this is a good opportunity for you, but this is based on things that is outside of Monexa. And I am very very glad that this happened, is because um again, it is worth a try. you know if it doesn't work for me, again, it's the same way where I will go to check. It's worth a try. If it works, then there might be something bigger ahead. So I told Brandon, I say like, you know what, just reel me in, and see how I can be of a valuable asset to WTT so as well. And it's a world trading tournament, and it's not only like nationwide or Asian wide. It's a worldwide event. it might not be as popular now, but it might be popular within the next 2 years. And then you will understand, like, I've been through this journey. I've been this I've been from where they started until to where they are. So it also gives me a bit of you know branding for my own company, and say, like, Aidil has been in WTT. Aidil has ever been in WTT as a participant and also as a content creator. So the next time where someone wants to actually join the team, like, or want to join me in my community, they already know, like, oh, you know what, this guy is legit. Because trading now, there are so many ways of scamming people, of trying to get money out of people, and the most important thing is trust. If someone trusts you and you're doing things in a very honest way, you have nothing to hide. So I think you will start to grow from there. And based on yesterday's WTT press conference, whereby I think the speaker from WikiFX was saying that he talked to a billionaire, and what was the most important takeaway that he took was honesty. Yeah, so that's why I felt like, hey, you know what, it resembles to what I'm actually doing now. As long as you're just being honest to people, especially I still have 200 over people who are interested in trading, have not gone into trading, because I do have a, like, so-called registration group. Okay, and I share this. I share my wins. I share my losses also inside the group. So it's super important for these people, before they even want to go inside this trading industry. Is like, oh, there are wins and there are always losses also as well. This is something that I want to instill to the people who before even you want to step into this industry, will already have this mindset, like, hey, you know what, I am going to face whatever this group is facing. I think that's the reality of things, and that's where I'm being honest. I mean, we do, I think, different, depending on different kind of groups. Some of them will just want to show profits and stuff, but they will never show their losses. And when you have that kind of mindset, and when people join you, and then you have losses, then you'll be like, hey, you know what? I thought you're always winning. I thought I joined this group is because you're always winning, but not for my case. I show a lot of times where um I used to be a full time DJ, and also I do have my day job, and now I'm being more like a house husband kind of thing. It's like to clean house, but I still get to enjoy my own personal time doing this. So yeah, I feel like, all in all, it's important, and it's a good brand to actually given. I mean, I would really want to thank Brandon for giving me this opportunity. Um, and let's see where this will actually take us, lah, from here.
As someone who connects deeply with a younger audience, what advice would you give the other creatives who want to explore trading?
Again, it comes back to that one particular advice, and just to be honest, just be honest to yourself. We don't want to oversell. We don't want to oversell people saying that trading is profitable. We don't oversell whereby I mean, now you're actually looking in trading contents, is all those the notes counting machine, let's say, and stuff, and luxury cars, good holidays and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that can be a potential goal. It should be a goal. It shouldn't be why you want to be in trading. So I think my best advice for being uh I mean, to be someone trustable in this social media industry, is to be honest. You just have to be honest to yourself, and also you are not doing this just for money. And again, this will come with a lot of backlash for whoever who wants to start content creation. um you will face people who just, especially with other traders who have been in this industry for maybe X number of years, 10 years, 15 years. They say, like, all these social media guys just come in, and talk about all these kind of things. So and one of the main reasons that these guys are doing it is because of IB comms. That has always been the topic. And um we have to understand a few things. Like you took X number of years to be a very good trader, and I took this 3 to 4 years building my social media, because I had a vision at that particular time whereby I say, like, I can be very good in DJing. I can learn all the arts and stuff. Again, but what is gonna make, or what is gonna generate me money is um when I go to a club, when a club you know hires me, they know that they're gonna have a lot of other people who are going into the club as their clients, right? You may be the most fantastic DJ in the world, but if you don't have a proper marketing, or you don't have um a branding of yourself, it's hard for you to actually move. So that's why I thought about it like 3 4 years ago. I say, you know what, let's just build, because I started this during the COVID lockdown period, and we were locked in the house for a week. So I told myself, like, I do not want to waste this opportunity. Okay, so I started to build from there. And in then from there, once you have your own personal brand, once people trust you, every industry that you go in, people would want to support. They would want to support you. So that's why in Singapore, if you see, like, a very good example why public figures, after they are doing their job, like, for example, I can quote Taufik Batisa, who is the first Singapore Idol, became a house agent. Because you see, wherever he goes, he brings the branding there together. Footballer become house agent. All these public figures starts to open up business, and then boom, because they actually work and build their own social media portfolio. It's not very simple. It's just like these people who are these traders who have been inside this industry for X number of years. Your first 3 4 years is difficult, you see, but once you are there, it's easy for you, right? So exactly, to be honest, I feel that you everyone who wants to create content, I mean, it's up to individual lah. Like, but for me, it's like, if I want to create my own content, my best advice is be truthful. Just share what you feel, that don't be disheartened by these backlashes that you are going to receive, because in the end, it's you who are leading your own team. Nobody else is going to control you. You play by your rules. That's what I like to tell. And sometimes, of course, these backlashes actually do affect me in a way, but maybe after 4 5 hours, and then, okay, you know what, that's it, done. I had that downtime, and then, you know what, okay, done. And yeah, and until today it still happens, but now, from that 5 hours to 4 hours, now it becomes like half an hour, just like, okay, done. Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna happen, guys, but it's just how much you want to push, how hungry you are to actually succeed in this trading industry.
If you could go back to when you first started trading, what is the one thing you wish you had known?
If I could go back to day one, of course, having that mindset to have a stronger emotion building, of course, um because my first 3 4 months were pretty bad. They were all losses, of course. It's but then we for me is I'm the guy who will reflect. Sometimes I take a longer time to reflect until something hits me in the head. There was like, I just sit down and reflect. Why are you why are you feeling this way, or why actually this happened? And most of the time was so called the gambling, the gambling start lah. So gambling is whereby, you know what, I feel after like 1 2 3 candles go down, this one might go up. Or not knowing lot sizes, with the accounts that you have, like, say for example 100 USD, I can go on. At the start, at that particular time, I was playing like, what, 0.05. There's no lot size discipline. If I knew that I am going to lose that amount. Of course, the initial start is okay. You know what? The knowledge that I think it boils down to the first part whereby you have to start things right. So that's the reason why when someone comes over to my place and register, or they want to know more, these are the few things that I tell them that you have to know, because these are the things that I've gone through, and it's something that I do not want, or hope that you guys don't go through. But again, this is just our like disclaimer lah, because in the end it's really up to them. Some of them will be like, okay, Aidil, you know what, I am going to practice using the demo account. Maybe after 2-3 days, then once I'm comfortable, I will go in back and say, yeah, okay, good. That's the way. And the next day, call me, Aidil, how do I deposit? It's like, what? Yeah, but these are the certain things. So if I had that one good opportunity to turn back, I wish I had the discipline I had now, back when I was first starting. So I don't have to lose that much.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for Aidil for joining us today and sharing your journey through your music, content, and trading.
Most welcome. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. Hopefully, we can work together in WTT. We are working together. Yeah.
To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow WTT Trading Talks. Until next time, trade smart and stay creative.